As we're gearing up for the city council elections, the United States Senator election, the congressional elections, we're actually meeting voters at their homes by door knocking, by registering people to vote. And it's one thing that we hear regularly, that people are losing faith in our government. They're actually coming up with, it's 3 repeated examples that come up these last couple of weeks with the Federal Aviation Administration. How 4,000 federal employees or 14,000 construction employees actually were laid off for 2 weeks due to the fact that the House or the Congress didn't find funding for that administration. They decided to fiddle their fingers and play politics instead of keeping people working, making sure that our economy is moving. Example number 2. The debt ceiling. Every day I went to sleep, every day I woke up, I saw in the news in reference to the debt ceiling. I believe that a majority of the people did agree that there needed to be some type of cuts in spending, but it also needed to be some type of tax increases to make sure that we had an equitable economy. But the middle class, the people that were in poverty, they're still affected again because it's going to be $2.4 trillion in cuts. That's going to create more foreclosures. That's going to create more job loss, more reduced wages. And then our group, example number 3 as a whole, just look at the furloughs in government. Just look at the layoffs in the state and city governments. Just look at the increased benefits, increased costs for benefits for the retired workers. Just look at the tier systems that's being instituted for young workers. And they ask us, why is there voter apathy? Why are people so disengaged? Is that because our federal, state, and local legislators or elected officials, they're just so removed? They maybe don't know people that's losing their home right now. They don't know people that's affected by the job loss, or somebody that's making 50% less wages than they were a year ago. Is that the reason why? Well, I always tell people, please stay strong, because there are some good elected officials out there. They're far and few, but we must stand with those good elected officials. And I always like to reference a quote that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Stated. One of the great liabilities of history is that all too many people fail to remain awake through great periods of social change. Every society has its protectors of the status quo and its fraternities of the indifferent, who are notorious for sleeping through revolutions. Today, our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change. Young people, stay strong, stay active, and stay involved. Thank you.